Yo, what's good, people? It's your boy Hard8, the truth for YouTube, your favorite commentator's favorite commentator. Yeah. What's up, people? What's happening? You already know the deal. If you missed my last video, the link is down below. Facebook groups, gamer tags, all that good shit is down below. So get familiar. You dig? Now, alright, let's talk about Microsoft and their goddamn lies. Microsoft, do you always gotta lie? Do you always gotta lie? Now we know where them corporate slaves get it from. Microsoft telling lies, the corporate slave telling lies. They just keeping it all in the family. So, of course, we found out from Digital Foundry that Assassin's Creed Origins is not native 4K like Microsoft promised. If you remember at the E3 reveal, they said that it was running at 4K, and we knew that it was running on the PC, but the PC was supposed to be comparable to a Xbox One X. So they led us to believe that what we saw that day is what we were going to get on the Xbox One X. Now we know that Assassin's Creed Origins was one of those AAA multiplats that Microsoft was going real hard for. This was the game that's definitely going to show off the power of the Xbox One X. And as we can see, the Xbox One X ain't as powerful as we might have thought. It turns out that the game is running at around, first of all, it's running at a dynamic resolution, but the common resolution is kind of like 1700p to 1800p. Yes, it does look better than, the resolution is higher than the PS4 Pro. I know that's all the corporate slaves care about, but the best version, of course, is PC. Now, when it comes to the two versions, just judging by YouTube, of course, one doesn't look that much better than the other. The X doesn't look head and shoulders above the PS4 Pro like some of these corporate slaves would have liked you to believe was going to be the case once this thing dropped. Judging off the YouTube videos, they are very comparable. The PS4 Pro, I believe, is running at 1440p, and they're pretty much have most of the same assets. I think the shadows might be a little better on the X. I think the shadows at a distance might be a little better on the X. But other than that, it's not what you probably was thinking. Now, we all know that companies lie and things like that. You know, it's marketing. They always make things appear better than they really are. That's just the nature of business. But the thing about Microsoft is they will lie to your face. And they know you are going to find out the truth. It's just in a matter of time, man. All we got to do is just wait for Digital Foundry. Now, regardless of what you think about Digital Foundry, I don't really care too much about the personalities over there. I can care less about their opinions or anything like that. I just look at the analysis and what the equipment is saying, because that's factual. I can care less. So, regardless how you feel about the Digital Foundry, you can't argue what is being produced by the equipment. You know what I mean? So, all you got to do is wait for Digital Foundry. And the funny thing is, I told people, I was saying this shit on the podcast, I said it on my videos, all you got to do is wait. Stop running around, spreading shit, boasting and bragging, and then when the truth come out, now you look stupid. You had one corporate slave talking about it was going to be a 1080p, 60 frames per second mode. Now that the game is released, it ain't happening. It ain't happened yet. It ain't now. Maybe they might add a patch later on or something. But is there a 1080p 60 frames per second mode? No. All you got to do is wait instead of making yourself look like a fool. It's that goddamn simple. I keep telling these people, but they don't want to listen, man. They don't want to listen. But it's crazy. Microsoft lied again. They lied knowing we're going to find out. We're going to find out the truth, Microsoft. Just tell it. Just tell it how it is. Don't sit here and tell us that it's going to be 4K uncompromised. Now we already know that they said that this will be a 4K machine. It will be uncompromised, this, that, and the third. Then they went back on their word, and when they meant 4K uncompromised, they wasn't talking about the frame rate. They were talking about the resolution. The resolution will not be compromised. Well, the resolution is being compromised. And the differences that we're seeing between the Pro and the X is not as big as we thought they would be so far. The only game that seemed to be a clear difference is Shadow of War. Other than that, everything else is marginal. Marginal. You know what I mean? Everything else is marginal differences right now. You understand what I'm saying? So, if you want to look at it as the cup being half full instead of it being half empty, then you could say, well, maybe moving forward, once games are built from the ground up with the X in mind, we will see a difference, because right now we're just getting patches and things like that. Then if you want to be, you know, optimistic about it, that's cool. But we're just going to have to wait and see. But Microsoft claimed 4K uncompromised, meaning resolution will not be compromised. And we see that the resolution is being compromised because a nice handful of these games are not native 4K. And Microsoft been screaming it's true 4K forever. They've been screaming it so much, you start to believe them just a little bit. You be like, no, it ain't no way somebody could be lying like this, and they know we're going to find out the truth. They talk about true 4K. They've been taking shots at Sony. They go to events. They got arrows pointing to the true 4K and all that fly shit. Y'all saw it. So you think they're going to deliver on what exactly they talking, or what they've been screaming for the past year and some change. But come to find out that shit looking a little spooky right now, man. Shit looking a little spooky. You know, if I felt like dealing with PC, I would probably be wrapping up that Xbox right now and taking it back to Best Buy, getting a full refund, and just buying a 1080 Ti. But at this point in time, I don't have the patience or tolerance for PC, so I'm just going to go ahead and suck it up. We'll see what happens. I'm going to try to stay optimistic. You dig? But other than that, that's about it, man. I'm about to beat Cuphead. Probably beat that today. That'll be beat in 2 days. So, yeah, man. Whatever. Now I can move on to Assassin's Creed and Wolfenstein and things like that. Oh, I got to download Battlefront. Also, check out that EA Access. But anyway, what do y'all think about this? We've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, lied to. What's going on? Should we have seen this coming? I mean, they've been talking true 4K for the longest, man. You start to believe them after a while. God damn. That shit funny to me. But we're going to see what the future holds, man, because right now it's looking spooky. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The differences between the Pro and the X that the corporate slaves wanted you to believe ain't really that big. It ain't really that big right now, and it's marginal. But we're going to see what happens going forward. Let's stay positive. Anyway, this your boy Hard8, man. I'm gone. Deuces.
Hey! Hey! New shoes on the Range Rover, good with mine. Yeah, motherfuckers act like I